How's it going, everyone? We have some pretty crazy news. I had to go live for this, and of course I'm going to post this video. Um, Typically, when you have an alliance of countries like NATO or down in ECOWAS, Africa, whatever, United States, Australia, the UK, you try to stay together in unity in order to stop whatever you're trying to stop, which is Russian expansion into Europe. Now, it's no surprise that Turkey still has trade with Russia, but Turkey is literally buying coal from Russia. The only issue is this coal is being mined out of Ukraine in annexed territories. So technically, this implies that NATO is funding Russia because Turkey is buying coal from an annexed region that nobody identifies as a sovereign territory of Russia. Finally made to a live stream. Thank you for being here, and make sure you guys please like the live stream. So let's go ahead and get into this because rather surprising, and I have no idea how NATO is going to navigate this. This is sort of a dirty, foul play from Turkey. But Turkey also has reason to not necessarily cooperate completely with NATO, and we'll get into all that. Okay, so coal from Russian annexed Ukraine sold in NATO member Turkey. So Turkey got caught. And here we go. At least $14 million worth of coal produced in areas of Ukraine annexed by Russia has been exported to NATO member Turkey this year, according to Russian customs data reviewed by Reuters. Now, the thing is this. This is what we know on paper. This is not necessarily, this is what they have on paper. For all we know, there can either be more or less of a deal. And $14 million is $14 million. That's a lot of money. So currently, things are not looking good in favor of Turkey because that's $14 million that goes straight to the Kremlin and straight up supporting Russia. Russia's fighting Ukraine. NATO is supporting Ukraine to stop Russia. So now we have a weird loop here of money going into Russia. Between February and July 2023, about 160,000 tons of coal from annexed eastern Ukraine, regions of Donetsk and Luhansk, arrived in Turkey, the data showed. 3 producers listed in the customs data confirmed by Reuters they had shipped coal from 2 regions to Turkey during that period. So now it starts to make sense as to why Russia is fighting so hard and wants to defend the territories of Luhansk and Donetsk. Russia's been on the offensive. Russia's now on the defensive. These regions produce natural resources for Russia to complete their campaign or to continue their campaign, unfortunately. And now Russia has to sell to somebody. The unfortunate part is that somebody goes to Turkey, and Turkey is supposed to be funding Ukraine. So this is where things get a little weird. Unlike the United States and European Union, Turkey has not restricted trade with Russia or the areas of Ukraine controlled by Moscow. Washington has cautioned companies not to help Russia wage war against Ukraine or circumvent sanctions. Since Moscow launched its invasion in February 2022, Turkey, a member of NATO that supports Kyiv's efforts to repel Russia, has said repeatedly that it recognizes Ukraine's territories' integrity. So again, now we have a weird thing here where how does it make sense that Turkey supports Ukraine and supports the integrity of Ukraine and supports that these are sovereign territories, but also they are willing to purchase and buy coal from these territories from Russia? That money goes straight to Russia. A little odd there. Ankara played a key role in mediating a now-lapsed deal between the warring countries that allowed Ukrainian grain exports via the Black Sea. Turkey's Trade Ministry and Customs Directorate did not respond to requests for comment on shipments. Why would they? They're not going to respond to this, I'll tell you that right now. The data from a commercial trade data provider reviewed by Reuters showed that coal from at least 10 producers went to Turkey between February and July. Turkey was comfortably the biggest export destination of the coal from the annexed region. So there's other countries who are receiving this coal, but Turkey is getting 95% of the coal taken out of Ukraine by the Russians straight to Turkey. which again, this coal is of sovereign territory in Ukraine. Turkey, a major coal consumer and importer, is bucking the global trend by increasing coal share in electricity generation. Okay. I don't think that justifies anything, but nonetheless, there's a few implications here. Implication number one is that NATO cannot lose Turkey as an ally. Turkey controls the Black Sea. Turkey controls a lot of trade in the Black Sea. If NATO goes too hard on Turkey, they will lose a major asset to NATO. They need to all stand together. But the other really big implication here is that Turkey is literally doing something illegal on the global scale. They're purchasing illegal items from a sovereign nation. And this could cause sanctions to Turkey. This could cause legal penalties. There's a lot of implications here, but the biggest and worst implication is that Turkey stands with NATO, and technically when Turkey does something, NATO does something. That's how NATO, operates. If one country gets attacked, we all attack. We all defend one another. Now, again, it's no surprise Turkey does not have total sanctions on Russia, and Turkey needs coal. But to get coal from Ukraine, who you're supposed to be supporting in this really bad conflict, is pretty backwards. Crazy. But now I did say there is another side of the story, though. Turkey does not support the Kurds. The denial of Kurds was the official state policy of Turkey for several decades. There is a Muslim sect called the Kurds. There's always been an attempt to have a region called Kurdistan. And Turkey has been in actual armed conflict with Kurdistan and the Kurds for a while now. You can go watch videos on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit. And so the reason why this is applicable to this, it sort of shows why Turkey doesn't necessarily agree with everything NATO does, because a country that recently joined, Finland, is in total support of Kurdistan and total support of the sovereign nation of the Kurds. Turkey is not. So again, I'm showing you guys this so you have an example that it's not like NATO does everything 100% all together. They agree with everything, because Turkey felt a very negative vibe about this. They were not about this life, if you will. And the next country who probably will be joining here, inquiring, Sweden, also supports the Kurds. And Turkey is not about that life either. So there are cracks within NATO that sort of are exposed, but this is a really big one. I can't find anyone else really talking about this, like countries-wise. The United States is not saying anything. Turkey's not commenting on this either. The other crazy thing is that Russia doesn't necessarily need Turkey to make money, but Russia wins on two fronts, unfortunately. Russia selling to Turkey is a double-edged sword, because now Russia gets money, but not only that, Russia gets NATO money. They're taking money from Ukraine, and now they can turn this in the face of Turkey, because Russia's been looking for other economic powers and other powers around the world, especially in Africa. And with places like Africa, where they start to see the news of, wait a minute, I thought NATO was supposed to be against Russia, and they're actually buying from Russia. This doesn't look too good, people. And if you are watching this live, I would appreciate if you guys like the live. It helps out a lot. And so this graph actually shows Russia's trade partners in the region that they could trade to, but they chose to trade to Turkey. That's crazy to me. China alone probably could support the entire campaign with Russia. I mean, China is the United States of economy in the East. India as well, Iran. But Russia chose to work with Turkey. Now, again, I can't find anything condemning Turkey. I can't find what Ukraine has to say. But this is not a good look. So yeah, this is currently what's going on right now. Turkey gets caught purchasing stolen coal, and that money goes straight to Russia. Terrible, terrible look. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I think this is really bad, and I hope it gets figured out. Because again, Turkey doesn't necessarily have their trade shut off to Russia. I don't think they can afford to. Nonetheless, I'm sure Turkey can find somewhere else to find coal. So yeah, that's currently what's going on right now. And I'm going to post this video, so we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for being here.